Hey guys, and welcome back to another mod showcase. So today we are finally showcasing a mod that I personally am super excited about. I have been looking for a mod just like this forever, but unfortunately I now have to use the bad line client in my videos, so I won't even be able to use this mod, which is the saddest part, but you guys will be able to, and honestly, it's incredible and I highly recommend it. So we all know what potion HUD mods are. Basically what they let you do is they let you see what potion effects you have without having to actually open up your inventory, which is incredibly useful during PvP. Like, imagine you're playing Skywars, you have a speed potion on, and then your speed just runs out mid-fight. Like, what are you supposed to do? Or it's also useful to know how long you're going to have strength for to carry on those strength chains. So this is why I used to use potion HUD mods. They're really useful, but the problem is they're also really ugly, and you can usually like barely customize them at all. That you just get to choose like 2 colors and that's about it, and I hate that. If you guys know anything about the mods that I always use, I like being able to customize every single aspect of those babies. I don't like just choosing 1 or 2 colors and that's it. But finally, Pones, the mod god himself, has blessed us with his potion HUD mod, and honestly, Pones is an incredible mod developer. He makes most of the mods that I showcase on this channel. Most of the mods in my mod folders are actually made by him, so I would definitely recommend checking him out and subscribing to him. He will be releasing this mod once he hits 8,000 subscribers, so if you guys want to nab the download sooner, I would definitely recommend checking him out. You will get notifications whenever he releases any of his mods, for example this one, so yeah, you'll get them a lot faster than waiting on my channel. Plus his videos are great. He's just a stand-up guy, so yeah. The reason the goal's a little bit far, by the way, he is 600 subscribers away, it's because the mod's not quite finished yet. There's a few little things that he actually needs to do before it can be released, but it's in a working enough state for me to be able to use it and show you guys how to actually use the mod and what's so special about it. Because if I just do this right, it looks like any other potion HUD mod. I mean, there's nothing special about it. Like, what's so good about this mod if I've been waiting for it all this time? Well, if we dive into the menu with the /potion HUD command, you can obviously drag this around, move it wherever you want. If you move it to the other side of the screen, the potions will actually like automatically flip to the right side, which I think is pretty cool how it does that. I also think at some point you might be able to resize the mod by grabbing these corners here. I don't see any other reason why they would be there, so hopefully in a future update, by the time this is actually released, that's something that you can do, because that's definitely something that I would like to see. So if we toggle off the render icons here, you can obviously see that you only get the text portion of this mod, but personally, I like being able to see the icons as well. And you can disable if you want to have effect levels above 4 shown. So some servers will give you ridiculous potion levels, just permanently say like permanent fire resistance 10 or something like that. You know it's there. There's no point having that clogging up your screen. So you can just disable it with this option if you want to. But personally, Hypixel doesn't really have anything like that, so I don't mind seeing what potion effects I have. And obviously you can change the opacity, so if you want to have the text a bit ghosted so it's not covering your screen too much, you can do just that. Although that didn't look like it was properly working right there. But again, probably something that needs to be ironed out before the mod is actually released. But where this mod truly shines is here in this edit effects section, because oh my gosh, there is so much you can do to this mod. If you click on the button, it goes through every single potion effect in the game, and you can enable or disable some of them if you want to. So say for example, if you don't want to know whether you have regeneration or not, you don't want that taking up part of your screen, because it is pretty obvious. Obviously your hearts make that bouncing animation, so you can just click on this toggle on off bit here, and obviously if I splash regen now, it won't show on the side of my screen, even though I do actually have it, and the other potion effects will actually continue to work. So I think that's a really great portion of this mod. There's a lot of potion effects that I think I don't really need that clogging up my screen. That is the worst part of a lot of potion HUD mods. I like knowing if I have like speed and strength and all that stuff, but do I really need to know how long I have fire resistance for? Not really. So if I just go in and edit effects and turn off fire resistance here, it actually just disappears. I mean, I still have it, but it doesn't take up part of my screen anymore, which I absolutely love. So if we dive into the effects for one of the potion effects here, so let's go into strength, for example, you can see there are tons of options here, and you get this for every single potion effect. It's actually crazy. So the first thing you can do is you can import settings from other potion effects. So using these arrow keys here, you can scroll through all of the potion effects until you find one that you've already customized. So as you can see, I've already customized the speed effect with this blue color and this light blue color for the timer. So if I confirm the sync here and save it, now if I splash myself strength, you can see it has the same colors up there as my speed potion. So that's a really quick way to like sync colors across the board if you want to, but I don't want to do that, you know. Blue doesn't suit strength. Strength is like angry. Strength is aggressive. It should be red, dude. That would look so good in red. So we set the name color to red, maybe set the timer color, I don't know, to like a magenta-ish color. I think that would look pretty good. And as you can see, we now have different colors for both the speed and the strength. But the problem is, you know, I don't feel like the red's doing it justice. I feel like strength needs to be more aggressive than that. So if we go into the name settings here, we can make it even more aggressive. We can make it italic, bold, underlined, even all of them at once. I feel like bold's good enough. And you can even set a custom name. So maybe do the old Technoblade meme of strength. And there you go. You have strength 2 instead of strength 2. It's so good. You can set custom names and do this to every single potion effect. It's actually crazy. And obviously you can just reset the name to the default, uncheck that, and go back to normal. But honestly, this mod is incredibly impressive. If you go into the flickering settings here, you can actually decide when the mod starts to flicker. So once you start to run low on time, it will flicker to like warn you that, you know, the potion effect's about to run out. By default, it starts at 30 seconds, which I feel is a bit too high. We'll maybe start at like 5 seconds. So for the last 5 seconds, it starts to flicker. And then you can change the flicker time as well. So if you set it to 20, which I believe is like 20 milliseconds or something. Actually, it's definitely a lot more than that. But you can see it flickers really, really slowly. Whereas if we set it to 10, it flickers pretty quickly. But I'm going to leave it at the default at 12. And now you can see I have straight 2 for a minute. And then when it dips below 5 seconds, it will start to actually flicker at me. I think this is really useful how you can set different flicker times for different potion effects, because obviously, say like in Skywars, you only really have strength for like what, like 5 or 6 seconds, whereas speed, you have it for like a minute. So you don't want it to be flickering constantly. So maybe speed, you can set it so it starts flickering at like 10 and strength starts flickering at like 2. It's honestly great. I am incredibly impressed with this mod. And then say, for example, we want haste to have the same colors as the strength we just set up. We just scroll over to strength here. You can see it will change from this to this. We press save. And actually, I forgot to confirm the sync. I have 900 IQ. I don't actually know how to do this. Why am I even a YouTuber? And let's try that again. This time on nausea, confirm sync and save. And now whenever we get nausea, it will look exactly the same. So honestly, this mod's incredible. I would highly recommend downloading it as soon as it comes out. Remember to subscribe to Pones. His channel link will be down in the description. Leave a like on this video if you are hyped for the mod, and drop a subscription if you are brand new to the channel. And I will see you guys soon. Peace.
Epic, 3 letters, don't forget it. Pronounce soul, but I got soul in excess. The next best to the best, but the best ain't rain yet. So I guess we all kings, yes. A rising tide will raise all boats, but if you throw stones